Hey everyone, I want to do just a quick video and try to get as much as I can in the short amount of time. I am currently reading The Intimate Merton. As you know, I read a lot of Thomas Merton, largely because I'm writing about religious characters right now, so he gives me a lot of ideas. Also, even before I learned of the Enneagram, he is the same Enneagram that I am, a 4-wing 5, so I felt a lot of closeness to him, even before I knew anything about it. But I just wanted to read a small passage, and this is from his journals, dated October 1st, 1939, 35 Perry Street, it says, New York City. This shows that Merton had an attraction for type 4 females. Let me just read this. Today has the smells of a feast. A girl sitting opposite me in the restaurant at breakfast. Some perfume on that reminded me of several things. First, the perfume and the softness and complexion of her skin reminded me of a whole class of girls I had been in love with from 14 on. The kind that are rather thin than plump, rather blonde than dark, who seem at the same time soft and sad, their sadness a kind of mystery, a melancholy which makes them appear intelligent and good. He liked me. I'm just kidding. Someone's going to message me and say, how can you say that about this holy man? Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I'm just going to share that with you. But also, to expand a little more, the book I'm working on is called Still Amid the Lotus. And it's I expand a character that I had in one of my earlier novels, The Catholic Nun. Sister Jacinta is her name. So, Sister Jacinta writes poetry, and I thought I would just read a little brief poem I have of hers in this book. It's still a work in progress. This is what's great. I'm going to read it. It doesn't mean it's final. It doesn't get final until it actually gets on paper and you save it to a document and you're done. So this is still her work. And I'm just going to read this briefly for you. It's called The Birds Are More Impersonal. Who doesn't know where the mountain ends when one is sifting among stone, attempting to locate the broken split that becomes some other obstruction entirely? Who searches for the endangered bird that darts darkly into the burst of trees, the bird that waits within a kind of selfhood unnamed? The birds don't know they have names. These words were muttered to Merton by his poet friend. Now, amid this Himalayan chain, stone becomes the only separation as humans shrink to bone. Can one ever measure the temptation of obligation? Or is this an irrational question, given obligation is never measured, but rather is metered within the motion of wings, the echo of those solid beasts flying? Birds are more impersonal than immortal. So that's the poem. The reference to Merton is brought up in the novel, so there's some references in this poem that go back to the novel, and when the work is complete, it'll make everything more coherent. So the last thing I just want to say for now is I'll just plug myself. I'll be one of those annoying people. So that poem I read is not in here. This is my selected poems from 99 to 2009. You can purchase that on Amazon if you like. But I have a lot of good stuff in here. It's quite hearty and thick, and there's a lot going on. So it's also really nice paperback, and even though I actually make more money from the ebook, I prefer people purchase the paperback so they can share it and have it. And when you let me know, take a picture of it and send it to me. I'll post it on my Facebook page. So anyway, that's all I want to say for now. I'm just currently working on my novel, and I ideas and images kind of come to me organically, so I don't always plot too far ahead, and I think that's good. But I was going to write a chapter about something else entirely, and then something popped into my head, and I was like, oh, this is a humorous thing. I got to take this and go here, and that's just how it works. So anyway, that's all I got to say for right now. We'll have more stuff going on. I got some more Enneagram stuff, and I also want to share in time my workout routine I've been utilizing. I've bulked up, so I'm going to definitely share that with you guys. So keep in touch, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.